Hi, I'm Wes, the Explosion, and more Animal Crossing. Yeah, I kind of forgot that, like, last one I ended, I got my Gardevoir costume back up. I made it myself, and I think it doesn't look half bad, so I'm actually, like, fairly proud of it. Listen, I am one away from completing my whole thingamajoo. RNG, why do you hate me? I literally just need one. At least I'm pretty sure it's just one. And what'll happen when I get that? It'll just be done and I'll feel good about it, you know? But sometimes that's the most important thing, just feeling nice about stuff. Actually, I need to talk to Sam. He's been thinking about doing streaming now that his college is out. So we'll see if he wants to do anything. You know, he was actually talking about doing Animal Crossing and like possibly streaming it. Because for him, and tangentially, you know, relatedly, parallelly, I don't know if that last one's a word, but still, this game went horrible for him and my mom. Because they both wanted to play it, but, you know, he's the one with the Switch. So, what would happen is, like, he'd have his Switch, and then she would have to ask to borrow it, like, every time, which, you know, that's kind of annoying on its own. But worse than that was, Sam just got bored with it really quick, right? But he was the primary player, so pretty much everything revolved around him, you know, getting the ball rolling. Like, my mom couldn't go in, she couldn't do, you know, she couldn't make, like, the improvements to the island to get things going. She couldn't, like, lay down the bridge that they need, she couldn't name the place, she couldn't do any of the stuff that pretty much the primary player needs to be the one to do. If you're not player one in these games, a lot of times you are pretty much a second-class citizen. So yeah, and then that like almost, you know, that only made things worse because then Sam, you know, he's kind of bored with the game. He's like a little fed up with it, and then he has somebody just bugging him constantly. Hey, let me borrow Animal Crossing. Hey, can you do this in Animal Crossing? Hey, and it's one of those that's like, yeah, I think you two would have had a much better time had she been the one to start up the island and everything. I think I'm gonna go Savannah. That's gonna be Anka because of all the people, I think she's the one that would get the most use out of the ski mask. Because of how athletic she is, and not for any nefarious purposes that anybody ever uses ski masks for. Oh! Oh, okay, I was like, what? I've gotten gold before. It's not that weird, is it? But no, I kind of forgot that you get the gold recipes typically by finding gold. What thing could I make really tacky by making it gold-plated? They do look like butts, don't they? Huh. Why? What does KK got that I don't? Why won't they come off their seats and talk to me? I must kill KK Slider. Don't do anything corrupt. 5 banks were, you know, were held up since last Saturday. I think there was a shooting star. Even though the sky's not clear. Well, I gotta watch the VOD later anyway to make clip shows, so I will go back over this and I'll see if a shooting star happened. Okay, so for context, the stream kept on dying. So I just turned it off, but I wasn't sure if I'd have enough for a clip show, so we're gonna do one thing. One thing that hopefully will not screw me over. Invite a camper. I don't know why I thought the bank was that. Yes. Yes, I'll get an extra... Well, I might get an extra recipe for it. Plus, it's just something to do. Yes, it is. Trying to tell me the target would lie to me? They're selling phonies? There we go. Was that so hard? I was thinking about swapping, but my goodness. After it failed like a few times, it's just one of those, it's like, I gotta make sure that I don't have a busted amiibo card. Oh ho. So she says Sunday, huh? Is there an ice cream theme here that I don't know about? And tomorrow is Sunday. Well, let's see what she wants. Hopefully not an unreasonable craft. A natural square table. Yes, I can do that. Natural square table. But yeah, that sounds like almost boring. Almost boring. Like going to like some fancy restaurant and just eating a burger, which is something I would totally do. So, you know what? I can't exactly criticize. But still, when the genie asks you to name your 3 wishes, you just say, you know, really, really basic stuff, like, something to eat would be nice. Well, I could use some new clothes. Mine are getting a little raggedy. And I just hope I'm really healthy. It's a little like, come on, you could have did anything. You could have gained yourself a Gundam. You could have given yourself extra limbs. You could have put yourself in a video game. Could have given yourself Pokemon. But hey, if that is what she desires, her wish is my command, I suppose. In case you're wondering, I chose Megan specifically because she's purple, okay? I really like the color purple. Didn't really think I'd do the DLC if, like, you know, even if I got a chance, like, if I winded up getting the expansion pass, which I probably will at some point. But I feel like it's almost a workaround to be able to get more than just 10 villagers on the island, because you get, like, an island that's away from an island, right? And then you get people to move in there. So I might do it just for that. Just to collect villagers. If I could collect every villagers, like a Pokemon, I would do it. And then I would have no idea what to do with my life once I was done. And just to plant the idea in her mind, just in case I invite her back. I'll think about it. Think about it for you, girl. Though that does remind me, the whole expansion pass, I saw some statement from, like, Nintendo. It was just like a blurb, so I don't know how official it was or who it came from. But it was, like, alleging that according to Nintendo, most people have upgraded to the expansion pass. I don't know how much I believe that. Because there is, you know, there is, like, a part of me that's like, there was an awful stink about it. But I also know people, and people do have a weird, dumb tendency to just be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. Oh, that's not what we wanted at all. And then, you know, they wind up paying for it anyway. I'm trying to remember, like, there was, like, a really nasty example where everybody, you know, hated it. Or at least they claimed they were hating with what, you know, somebody was doing with the franchise, and they still turned down en masse to frickin' gobble it up. But that also reminds me of, apparently, Square Enix came out and they said that they would confidently recommend Balan Wonderland. Wonder World? No, it's Wonder World, because Wonderland is an actual... Yeah, okay. I think it's Wonder World. But everybody's kind of, like, giving them, like, the dubious single raised eyebrow. Give them a bit of a stink eye, questioning, you know, questioning their integrity, that they would say such a thing. And I mean, I don't know. It could just be a publicity thing, because it's not like you can say, we made this game and it sucks, you know? Like, how often has somebody come out and been like, hey, we made a game, it was bad, and we're sorry. I think they did that with Cyberpunk, but Cyberpunk was a unique case, you know? So I'm not sure if we'd want to count that. But yeah, But at the same time, even if you can't say something, even if you can't say something bad about a game, if you can't say something good about it, maybe you just don't. Because, yeah, I think where I'm at, somebody was in the comments, they said something like, yeah, because, going from 60 to 40 is a sign of confidence. And I'm just thinking to myself, I think at my local GameStop, it's like $20 for this on Switch. Which maybe they meant just it was an early price drop and now it's all the way down, so I didn't bother commenting. But I was just thinking, it's like, no, Balan Wonderworld did not take a long time for it to drop. And anyway, I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it for the clip show that I needed to do some extra improvisation for due to the internet just going to poo on me.